Hello, my name is Chris Whitehead, and I'm going to talk about the clarinet. I'm pretty sure all of us back in elementary school, we started playing the recorder, and that was our first introduction to music. We weren't mostly taught how to play it, but we were taught like how to feel music and just like how to listen to it, I guess. But the reason I actually started playing clarinet, no, it was not because of Squidward and SpongeBob SquarePants. He was terrible. But I believe it was actually because my elementary school teacher, she was, when she was going for her teaching degree, she was a clarinet player, and I think that's like what made me want to play clarinet. But after playing clarinet for all this time, I realized that it's a lot more than just playing notes and making music. There's actually like a history to music and how the clarinet came to be. The earliest records of clarinet when it was created was between 1700 and 1707, over 300 years ago. Many of the pieces written for it actually weren't written until the 1740s, but there was a composer, Handel, back in 1724. He wrote a piece that was believed to have clarinet in it, as it mentioned the Chalumeau register. The Chalumeau is actually a part of the clarinet. Because of that, people believe that it was written for the clarinet at the time. But besides this pre-classical era of Bach, Mozart, Beethoven, Stamitz, for compositions and pieces of music for clarinet, we actually have modern-day composers that are still writing for it. Eric P. Mandat, for example, uses clarinet and amazes his audiences now using different kind of techniques that allow the clarinet to be changed, like for pitches and like different kind of techniques. In his piece Etude for Barney, he actually uses quarter tones as a way to, it creates like this sense of unease because classically trained musicians, they're not used to this idea of like notes between notes, and because of that, it just creates a sense of unease for the listener. But this was from Tout de Alicio on page 26. But there have also been many other pieces written for clarinet that completely changed the way that clarinet sounds and like how it is played. Some pieces, they actually are designed to like imitate sounds of nature. And then some sounds that are like such as like cheetahs running, birds calling, and like lions roaring. But these pieces are actually entirely programmatic, as they're designed to like imitate sounds of nature and also to tell a story. But what's really cool about these pieces as well is that many are written to describe different places around the world, such as Egypt, Europe, Asia, and also like Spanish-speaking countries as well. It's really cool because like it creates this like different kind of feel for the music, as like it's a different kind of style of playing, because it's all different around the world. Speaking about like different ways that clarinet is played around the world, it's actually taught in many different ways here around the U.S. as well. If you've ever noticed, like when musicians play instruments, they make it look really easy, and clarinet's not supposed to be any different. But the different ways that clarinet are played are actually unique to the teachers that are teaching you, because they're teaching you the ways that they were taught how to play clarinet. Let's take Anthony Taylor, for example, at the University of North Carolina in Greensboro. He teaches using the Alexander technique, which is actually, it's an approach to clarinet playing through body mapping. For example, like where you think your finger actually starts like right here, it starts like way down here, and they're really long compared to what you would think they are. But basically, it's designed to teach you that everything you do is connected. Like for example, like when you play, when you move your arms, it moves your shoulders, your collarbones, and your shoulder blades as well, and a lot more parts of your body. So like this Alexander technique, it's designed to decrease tension within the body and to like relieve stress through like without like no by releasing the tension. Our teacher here for clarinet, her name's Dr. Lisa Oberlander. The way she teaches to reinforce like a great clarinet sound. Many different terms that she has taught me along the way have helped me like learn what the clarinet embouchure is supposed to be like. Some of these terms include keep your tongue high, keep abs and nostrils tight, to like play with a kind of E sound, like a flat chin as well. But one of the funniest things that she's told me about how to play clarinet is that great clarinet playing is supposed to sound like really nasally. So like you gotta talk like this with the tongue all the way back in your throat, versus like with your tongue all the way thickened out and at the front of your face. But for basic clarinet embouchure formation, the mouth is comfortably fit around a mouthpiece. So and then like you keep your chin flat when you do it. So like it creates like a foundation for which the embouchure is supposed to be set. But you put the mouthpiece in your mouth, and then the corners of your mouth, you bring them in order to create a seal around the mouthpiece that doesn't allow air to leak out. And that's actually from the Pinot, page 53. But basically, everything that clarinet has become over these last 300 years, it was never designed to be a difficult instrument for musicians to play, and because of that, many great compositions have been written for it. They use certain extended techniques, such as like the bird calls, the different quarter tones, and things like that. But there's not one specific way that clarinet is actually taught around the world, and because of that, there's not exactly one correct way to play it. And as a result of that, each way that people play clarinet or like teach clarinet is unique to that person in the way that they've been taught. And even though this article, this speech isn't gonna make you go out and go pick up a clarinet, I hope it was just helpful in learning a little bit more about like what the clarinet is, and I guess like a certain kind of way to play it. Thank you.